What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today we're jumping into some more Orcs Must Die Unchained. This time we're heading into the throne room with Tundra. So this map features a lot of fiery backgrounds and fiery enemies, but they're not fire elementals, or I should say they are fire elementals, they just don't have an inherent weakness to fire, which is weird. At least not from what I've noticed while playing the game. The firelings do have a weakness, but not the elementals themselves. But that's not too big of an issue. Let's see, we did, I think, the King of Arctos and the Big Libersky. Let's go ahead with the Imperial Golden Mage skin today. Got to get some more of the dyes for Tundra. Okay, I think this should be a solid deck. Just the base Tundi deck for this map should work out pretty well. We don't want too many slows. We really just want to get that damage piled on there and get these guys hurt really fast. That said, go ahead and get this started.
Overjoyed.
There we go. Okay, so we're going to play Tundra. One of the things we have to worry about is pathing for our enemies. Getting everything to run towards the center isn't a bad idea, but it's a little tricky to plan out.
If we must.
What we're mostly going to do is concentrate on fighting things back here. So they can't go through this room back here, but they're going to try. We need to leave that open just in case for a rift, an unstable rift, which can spawn in here near this completely fictitious gate. And then we have to deal with whatever comes out here.
I suppose it will do its duty. Steel and magic are a poor substitute for claw and tooth.
So again, we're not looking to slow the enemies here. We really just want to get that damage on. So we're going to do something like that. And we don't really have any good wall space here, but we're going to figure something out. We're going to add a stable hand here, which should help in the long term. And unfortunately, one of the things that would sincerely help with clearing this map sooner is if there was ever a way to open that gate faster. It's just a very problematic gate. It's not the actual spawn point of the map. It's a fair ways around the corner, so always thought that was odd. All right. Okay, so
I do not love these.
Gonna use those to flip the enemies. And we're gonna force them to go down this way.
Crude, but I suppose we must stop at nothing.
Tundra doesn't actually get any benefits from using ice vents other than fighting frozen enemies on them. But if you are playing Hogarth, he allows them, I believe, to do more damage. And that is actually quite a bit better than you would initially expect. Gonna use these to basically score some environmental kills. And that should speed things up a bit there. Okay, so here...
Defenses have been breached again. If we must. I suppose it will do its duty. They've broken through a gate.
All right. Can we get him? I missed one of the projectiles. That was my fault. Alright, you guys can hold up. I will wreck this guy. Bears down. Alright, and there we go. Thanks for running away so that my ballistas can now wreck you, sir. Sincerely appreciate it. Okay, now we're gonna have to build up a bit more damage in this corner over here. It's really strong if you actually get something going here. Now, it's completely okay. I'm gonna back up. Didn't back up enough. Probably should have avalanched away first. But that just caused me to waste my mage's clover. Alright.
Steel and magic are a poor substitute for
That should help.
I do not love these, but I suppose I love our enemy less.
It is good if you can hit more enemies with Tundra Scepter, but each hit does diminish damage, so you're not really dealing a ton more damage when you have a lot of enemies grouped up. And I believe Tundra is currently capped at being able to hit no more than 8 enemies at once. Alright. I'm gonna grab the bonus damage on chilled weapons here.
I would rather feel my enemy's last breath upon my cheek.
Where are you going? There we go. Alright, things that we can definitely sell. Just gonna recharge before then. Let's flip those. Yep, alright. It was probably maxed. No, it wasn't. Okay.
The boss minion has entered the battlefield, I think.
Unstable rift is opening. Quick, destroy it.
Okay. We gotta get out of here really quick. I do want to hit that enemy.
Boss defeated.
There we go. Everything from here is wrecked. Nice.
Our barricades are under attack.
It's okay. Some of them will have died at the Guardian, which is great. All right. And we're gonna speed along to the next wave.
I suppose it will.
We're gonna add those here so that we get some flips going.
Our barricades are under attack. A guardian has been defeated. Steel and magic are a poor substitute for claw and tooth. Our barricades are under attack. Rude, but I suppose we must.
All right. Now there is one other option that I had here. If I didn't want to bring any particularly crazy things like the ice vent here, I could have taken boom barrel rollers, and they're very effective at defending that second gateway on the left, because you can place them right above it. Combat here is also close quarters, so if you wanted to take the upgrade that gives you the area of effect damage on Tundra's Icicle Burst, it's a really solid way to give yourself some improved damage. And it's a reasonable upgrade if you're playing solo, because you monopolize the damage yourself. Alright, 2 ballistas there will save me from having to worry about basically anything regarding the unstable rift that can show up there. from archers who can't aim. Okay. I think that's not necessarily the best thing to put there.
Well placed, I think. Steel and magic are a poor substitute for claw and tooth.
That's not bad though. And if you absolutely want some time to deal with these guys, there we go. The big blue bear paw that you saw above my head was proof that you have the 40% damage buff from the wall. Definitely not a bad idea to make sure you have that. Alright, where are we going next?
Our barricades are under attack.
Whoa. Quite a bit of gnome destroyers.
Our boss is on his way.
Okay.
Hard to breathe with a shard of ice in your lungs.
Remember, you can always freeze the bosses on command with flash freeze. You can use the wall to block arrows too. Nice. So if you can see the numbers there, the bonus damage from the frost wall counts as 2 separate sources of damage. That likely means that it should add a combo point, but it also means that, well, that was really loud for some reason. In the case of the soldiers who have their steady ability, which, yeah, of course they have. For enemies that have significantly
Our barricades are under attack.
Alright, I should be mostly out of danger here.
I draw near to my last breath.
For the enemies that have significantly... Actually, I forgot what I was trying to say.
Our barricades are under attack. They've destroyed our barricades.
Of course they have.
Winter spear pierces deep. Boss minion defeated.
Boss can't be frozen.
Our barricades are under attack. There is a time to fight.
Okay.
Time to heal.
This would probably be the time to heal.
Destroyed our barricades.
Again? Wow. This should have the same effect.
But I suppose I love our enemy less. My wounds are many.
Just gonna hop back over here to heal just because I don't want to throw the Unchained out. It would be the best option, but not gonna do it. Alright, now it's important to realize that
I'd rather feel my enemy's last breath.
that's an option if you need additional traps placed down here.
Feel yourself a bitter winter's kiss.
Alright, I guess I will have to Unchain. Just remember, you will not be able to, in any way, freeze the earth elementals. They are completely immune to any crowd control effects, and they will make sure that they remind you. I'm going to add this down here to just flip out a couple more.
If we must.
Alright. Alright, 2 more waves to go and about 3 minutes to do it in. And because we're using fire, and fire has a tendency to deal a ton of combos, we got our Unchained back pretty much instantly. Alright, Shattering Icicles. We're going to go with that here. You can see because the enemies being grouped up. Oh. You can get a lot of freezes, especially if you're stacking those with slows. Combos like this are why Tundra is such a good choice when you're playing things like Sabotage. Because it becomes less about how much damage you deal as a hero and more about, you know, just not taking damage and keeping your opponent or your opponent's minions in one place. Of course, if they happen to have a Swifty, none of that matters. And you can see because of the freezes that the bonus damage you get off of the area of effect on that is really ridiculous in some cases. Alright, we got about 1 minute and 30 seconds to finish this wave, which should be enough. We can wave around the giant golden stick of bearish dominance again. So it used to be that before they had nerfed Tundra's Icicle Burst, you could pretty much keep any enemy within range locked down and like a permanent effect of being frozen, which was, granted, overpowered. We're just gonna drop another one of these bad boys down because why not go yeehaw before you actually win?
The sting of wintertide never heals.
Bonus damage on frozen enemies, it is serious. Boop. All right. Nice. So there we go. Tundra's actually not bad at clearing that stage. The area of effect damage off of his attacks and being able to group up enemies so that melee swings are really effective are both a boon. The traps definitely did most of the work there, but there are even better trap setups than when I used that map. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. I'm sure many people can do better. Many people have. But either way, that was nice. We're going to move on next to the restricted section. And everybody loves them, a musty old library full of ancient knowledge, especially when you get to bash things in the face inside of it. So let me know what you guys think, and yeah, we'll be on to the next video soon. Either way, thanks as always for tuning in. I sincerely appreciate it. Make sure that you guys take care of yourselves, and until next time, as always, have a good one, folks.